Hi friends, Miss Kristen here from KC-CASA. Welcome to day 4 of Summer Safety Camp. My friend Winston is joining us again. Can you say hi, Winston? Well, today we're going to be learning about how we can make our schools, our homes, and all places a safe and happy place. Doesn't that sound good? We're going to be reading a story called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? In this story, it uses the word invisible. I want to take a moment and talk about that word just to make sure that we understand what the word invisible means. Is that a word that you've heard before? Invisible means that you can't see it, but it's there. An example of something invisible is the air that we breathe. We can't see the air, but it's there, right? That's what's giving us oxygen to breathe. Let's go ahead and get started. Have you filled a bucket today? The author of this story is Carol McLeod, and the illustrator is David Messing. Have you filled a bucket today? All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. There's that word invisible. And again, remember, invisible means that we can't see it, but it's there. You can't see it, but it's there. There's that definition, huh? You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full. And you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Friends, let's pause for a moment. Can you think about a time when you were really happy? During that time, your bucket was full. Let's keep reading. Other people feel the same way too. They are happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So, how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. Let's look at these illustrations, friends. What's happening here? It looks like the girl is sharing her umbrella with the other girl. In this situation, is she being a bucket filler? She is. She's doing a nice act of kindness to help her friend get out of the rain. She's making the other girl feel very happy and special. That's being a bucket filler. Let's look over at this illustration. It looks like the girl is giving away flowers. What a nice act of kindness. She's also filling a bucket because she's making that lady feel very loved and very special. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that make others feel bad. Let's look at what's happening in these illustrations. It looks like these girls are making fun of this girl or not including her. Look at her face. How does she feel? Yes, it looks like she feels sad and disappointed. These girls are being bucket dippers because they're taking away her happiness. Let's look over at these boys in this illustration. It looks like this boy hit this boy or pushed him because his lunch is falling. How do you think that made this boy feel? Sad. When we make someone feel sad, we're being a bucket dipper. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler, and that is you. That is the end of our story, friends. Wow, what a great book. I don't know about you, but I am really excited to start being a bucket filler. We're going to practice before we get to our craft. I'm going to tell you about a situation, and I want you to tell me if you think the person in my story was a bucket filler or a bucket dipper. Okay, here's the first one. My friend Nathan, his mom asked him to help her water flowers, and he said, no, I don't want to. Was our friend Nathan being a bucket filler or a bucket dipper? You're right, he was being a bucket dipper. How do you think it made his mom feel when he said, no, I don't want to? Yes, she probably felt really, really sad, right? When we make someone feel sad, we are dipping from their buckets. Let me give you another story. My friend Sally, her mom asked her to make her bed, and she said, of course, Mom, I'll make my bed and I'll make your bed too. Was our friend Sally being a bucket filler or a bucket dipper? You're right, Sally was being a bucket filler. Not only did she make her bed, but she offered to make her mom's bed. How do you think that act of kindness made Sally's mom feel? It probably made her feel happy and special. When we make others feel happy and special and loved, that's being a bucket filler. I have one more story for you. My friend Justin, he was playing outside with his friends, and then he fell off of his bike, and his friends came up to him and asked him if he was okay. What do you think? Were his friends bucket fillers or bucket dippers? You're right, his friends were bucket fillers. They made Justin feel really good and really loved when they asked if he was okay. Notice how easy it is to be a bucket filler. It doesn't take a lot of effort, does it? And it's a lot of fun. Today we're going to make a craft to help us remember to be bucket fillers each and every day. For this craft, you're going to need your KC-CASA Summer Safety Camp bag. Remember, it looks like this. Inside of your bag, you're going to need to grab your bucket and your bag of foam and rhinestone stickers. All right, friends, so do you remember how the book talked about each of us having an invisible bucket? We're going to make a bucket that we can see. That way, it will remind us every day to be a bucket filler. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to decorate our bucket. So if you want to grab your bag of stickers, you can start decorating with me and we can decorate together. I'm just going to put a few on so you can get the idea. If you had markers at home, you could also color your bucket and make it look really pretty. Totally up to you. Okay, friends, I'm going to stop there. I put just a few stickers on. You have a lot more, and I hope you use them all. Make your buckets look really, really pretty. Let me tell you about what we're going to do with our special and beautiful bucket. This is what I want you to do, friends. Put your bucket in a safe spot. So maybe that spot is in your kitchen, maybe there's a special spot in your bedroom, but put it in a place where you won't lose it. Then what I want you to do is I want you to do acts of kindness or say nice things to others. Remember, the book told us that when we are bucket fillers, that means that we're doing nice things for others or we're saying nice things to others. We might even smile at somebody. All of those things are ways to be a bucket filler. Each time that you are a bucket filler, I want you to write it down on a piece of paper and put it in your bucket. For example, maybe your little brother wants to use your iPad and you share your iPad with your little brother. That was a really nice thing to do. You can write that down and put in your bucket. Maybe you smile at your mailman and you say, "Thank you so much for bringing me the mail today." How easy was that? That's also being a bucket filler. You could write that down and put it in your bucket. Then maybe you and your mom and dad can decide what will happen when you fill up your bucket with acts of kindness. Maybe once your bucket is all the way at the top with acts of kindness and kind things, maybe you can do something special to celebrate, like watch a movie or have ice cream. Those are just a couple of ideas. I know that you will have no problem thinking of nice things to do for others. Bucket filling is so much fun. Okay, friends, I'm going to let you finish decorating your bucket. Remember to have mom and dad take pictures of you and send them to us so we can post them on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for joining me of day 4 of Summer Safety Camp, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye.